All right, this is my review of the third episode of the She-Hulk Attorney at Law series, The People versus Emil Blonsky. Real quick, I would give it a 5.0 out of 10, which I kind of don't like giving this series 4.5, 5.0 for every episode. But the truth is, it's middling. That's all it is. It's right down the middle. It's okay. I mean, now some people might go a little higher, some people go a little lower. Just me, subjectively, for myself, 5. Because there's nothing really funny about it. Although there was a kind of a funny part during the mid-credit scene, because the B plot has to do with Jennifer's former co-worker Bukowski. He basically got took by a shapeshifter for $175,000. He ends up winning his case because the shapeshifter pretended to be Megan Thee Stallion, and the whole storyline is how could he be that crazy to think that was the real Megan Thee Stallion. Anyway, at the end, after he wins, you see the real Megan Thee Stallion, which they name dropped her 100 times during the episode. But you see her in the audience, and she's like, "Yeah, that's right. There's only one me." And then the mid-credit scene is her and She-Hulk in She-Hulk's office. They're signing some documents, stuff she's going to represent her or what the hell ever. And they start dancing, like twerking and all kinds of shit or whatever. Uh, I thought that was kind of funny myself. That was probably the funniest thing in the whole episode. Other people might think it's cringe or it's stupid or whatever, but it's all subjective. There was a part in the beginning of the episode that I thought was stupid that kind of counteracted that. Whereas it's like their social media backlash to the She-Hulk, kind of like, oh, the Me Too movement, and we got women taking men's jobs and all that kind of shit and stuff, and it's what they, and when I mean they, I mean these crazy blue check, liberals, super leftists, I should say. It's what they believe they're up against all the time, which is just dumb because like people wouldn't react negatively to She-Hulk just because she's a woman. That's stupid. That's just idiotic. But anyway, as you can see, here's the overall for the entire season is a 67 from the critic reviews. User score is 3.6. Now, if you go down here, you can see the individual episodes. 3.3 for the first episode, 3.2. That they haven't done a third one just yet because it just came out today. It's probably going to be around the same. Now, one thing I do want to say is, if you look, you could tell that a lot of these people, they just give it, okay, here's a 10. But this person says it's a 7 out of 10. But they gave it a 10 to counteract, quote unquote, the review bombing. The review bombing the movie. An 8, a 2, okay, I can see. It's when people give it a 10 or a 0 or maybe even a 1. That is when the problems arise. Because you're like, come on, dude. Just like, Collider gives it 100. 100. It's like, what the fuck are you smoking, dude? Like, I disagree with the Telegraph and the Guardian and stuff giving it an 80. I disagree with the RogerEbert.com giving it a 70. But okay, that's, it is what it is. You're not going crazy with it. Giving it a 0 or giving it a 10 and stuff. It's like, come on, That's when the person hasn't actually watched it. If they're just going that over the top with it. Now the thing is you could actually, and this is the thing that sucks, is you could actually, legitimately want to give it a 0 out of 10. But then the problem is that just immediately makes people dismiss it out of hand. Oh, you gave it a 0 out of 10? What the fuck? You're just a hater. Oh, you gave it a 10 out of 10? You're just a shill. It's like, you want to add a little nuance and stuff. But, anyway, that's neither here nor there, I suppose. That's part of the reason why I want to give it a 5. Because, like I said, it's got some bad parts. But then it's got some okay parts. It does suffer from that whole, like, modern kind of sitcom, if you want to call it that, syndrome where there's not any jokes. It's just more about, it's kind of like a soft drama. And that they don't get too serious about things. And it's like, that's a fine line to cross, and this series does not walk that line very well. Anyway, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here because just one guy's opinion. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.